Hey, how are you all doing? You have landed here on Empress Herbal. Let's talk about the aloe vera plant.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Magical number 1.
So I'm sure all of you know that aloe vera is a medicinal plant, right? That's what landed you to this page, or either my TikTok page or on Instagram. You saw the video where we were preparing plants, aloe vera plants, taking them apart. What I'm showing now is how we took the time to clean the pots to rid any bacteria before we began placing soil in these pots to up-pot the 14 aloe vera plants that we grew just in one pot in less than a year. Did you know there was an older documentation called the Ebers Papyrus? It's one of the oldest medicinal books, which contains the minimum of 810 prescriptions and at least 700 medicinal herbs, and which you are to use them for. In the book of Ebers, you'll find documentation about many conditions, but this video is not about the conditions. It's about the aloe vera plant, which is a medicinal plant. I wonder how many of you knew that aloe vera was actually deemed an invasive species. Let's talk about what it is. It's an evergreen, a succulent, cactus-like type plant. How it grows, it is a perennial. So once you plant it, if you're planting it on the outside, it will come back because it's a perennial plant. It grows in most tropical and semi-tropical areas. Those that have been following me know that we're in Georgia, which is semi-tropical. At least they consider it that. Now, we're going to talk about the age of the plant. When you are able to see blooms on the plant, an aloe vera plant must be at least 4 years old. If it hasn't made it to 4 years old, you're not going to see the beautiful fuchsia flowers blooming on top. Now let's talk a little bit about how you would perform the harvesting of the plant. Within my research, it says that you should harvest 3 to 4 leaves at one time. That information came from Healthline, which is a medical website that I often use in my studies because you see I am a registered nurse. So I tend to try to make sure that my research comes from journal documentation and documentation that I could back up its findings. Aloe vera can be used in a couple of different ways, and that would be topical and internal. You have aloe vera juice, which is taken from the base of the plant that you can drink internally to heal anything on the inside of your body. And then you have the gel, which is often extracted from the plant leaves and used to heal wounds or skin conditions. So the healing properties of aloe vera, it comes from the alolectin B, which really stimulates the immune system. Aloe vera is used in so many different ways in beauty treatments, as first aid for burns, scrapes. They use it a lot with radiation burns and skin conditions, eczema. It's a multitude of things. It heals ulcers. It can be used as a laxative. It helps stretch marks go away, warts, any skin that may be weeping from a wound, minor burns, sunburns. There is just so much that you can use aloe vera for. And what you see now, we had already, my husband and I, taken the plant out of the pot, and we start separating it, and we laid them in the wheelbarrow that we had there with the dirt that my husband mixed up. So once you separate the aloe vera plant, this is the mother plant that I brought to the screen and showed. And because this was done on time lapse, I slowed it down as much as I could. And this is the best that I can get it for you all. During this time is when I actually took the time to video and put up on TikTok a little smidget of what we were doing in the wheelbarrow. And then you see hubby comes in with watering of the plant. Hey y'all. Say hey YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
Okay, so we got a time lapse going for you, but we thought we'd come up close and personal so that we can put this on YouTube. This is splitting your aloe vera plant. When you pack them close in and have a mother plant, which is over there on the tarp, this way, right there, by his head. That's the mother plant, right there. Okay, this right here is your father plant. Pick this one up and show them. I'm gonna flip this around. I just didn't want to start videoing and y'all couldn't see my face, because you know how y'all be. This is the father plant. So I'm gonna flip this around so I can get in close and we can talk about what we're doing, all right? Okay, so she has the father plant there. And you see hubby has the scissors and he has the next daughter. So you have to look at the sizes. We have a total of 14. Now, if you guys been watching my TikTok, you will see when I did a TikTok counting, I counted how many was in the pot that we had it planted in. He's cutting off the bad parts. Aloe vera will heal itself. Let me get in close so you can see what he's doing. See that? And he's just cutting at a slight angle and just clipping that off. It will heal itself. Now, another method that you could do, let me zoom out so you can see how clean that looks now. Okay? Now let's look at this one. Look how bad this one looks. Let me zoom in on it. And it's not that it's bad, it just needs repair because they grew close together. So you have to pull back stuff. You have to make sure the root system is good. And Mr. Hicks already did that when he brushed all the dirt off on the time lapse. Let me get in close. See there? And as long as you see the roots, that is the size pot that the plant would need to be planted in. So if you got 6 inches of root, you're gonna use an 8-inch pot. You're gonna try to go up at least 2 inches. Now he's gonna start cutting this back. See that? Just a slight angle. And see that one, he's probably gonna, yeah. And he could cut that back all the way close to that crown. And it's gonna heal itself. See how that one already started healing itself? It probably was a piece that broke. But aloe vera is very resilient. That's why it's so good for us. And the same thing that you see that it does for itself, it does for us on the inside of your body. You can add aloe vera to your water. You can add the gel to smoothies. You can add it to facial products. You can add it to soap. We use aloe vera in so many different ways. Making our soaps, we have soaps that have aloe vera in it. We have skin products that has aloe vera in it. Now, the soil you see, as you can see the Miracle Grow bag back there on the back. That is, I believe he used Miracle Grow, the potting mix. The potting mix. And this is some of what we use here when we make our mix. That's some of what we use. And he's already put the mix together in the barrel, as you will be able to see on the time-lapse video. But right now, he's just cleaning. He's cleaning it up, cleaning the daddy up.
Now, when you want to, let me get in close here. And we don't own the rights to this music that's playing in the background. I have to say that and only hope that YouTube won't take this down, because the last video I put up that had background music, they stopped it from being viewed, and it was a really good video, but that's how YouTube is. So we do not own the rights to this music, so please don't take my video down. And now he's showing you how the plant looks up close. The root system there. And now Chrissy has already prepared pots. And if you see some of these pots down here, we have some 15-gallon, we have 10 gallons, and we have a couple of 5 gallons over here. And I think 1 2-gallon pot. Yeah, there's about 1, 2, 3. Anyway, those are the sizes. And she's getting ready to put him, because this is the daddy, in the biggest pot down here. Now, I'm going to go over here to the mother, because the mother, this one here, this is the mama. And you see her root system. And I apologize for recording the video originally in the wrong direction. I don't know if I'll be able to turn that around. But this is the mother, and you see the root system on her. I'm gonna get in close on the root system. Very healthy root system for her. And we're gonna clean her up, and we're actually gonna put her right back in this pot. This is the pot that we had her in, because once we put her back in this pot, she will produce some more of these. And you see these little smaller ones we have in here, like the one in his hand. Yeah, I think we have a total of 6 small ones. Some of them I just stuck down in the dirt over here. But the smaller ones, we will place them in smaller pots. Let me get a close up there. And see, they are very healthy. We'll just snip off the tips. I see of maybe 3 tips that may need to be snipped. But those will go in smaller pots like these, so that people can have them for their bedroom or the kitchen counter, whichever they like. So that's what we're doing now. I wanted to bring this quick little video to you to show you, just from this one mother aloe vera plant, we gained 14 total aloe vera plants once you split them. And you can keep doing this over and over again. So now that we've split it and you've been along with the journey, because you've seen the very first aloe vera plant that we planted here on, and this, we're thinking about changing the name from Empress Herbal Homestead to Emperor and Empress. So, but you guys saw the very first one, the very first aloe vera plant that we planted here on our homestead. Now, just like you saw, this one mother plant produced all of these. Now that we have a daddy planted here in a 10-gallon pot, he will too produce pups all around. And then the oldest daughter will do the same thing. And the other daughter that you see him pruning back now will do the same thing. And then all of the other siblings will grow big enough until they decide to start producing pups inside of their plants as well. So potentially, if you have 3 large ones, you can end up with about 50 plants when it's time to repot. And it doesn't take that long for it to grow. Literally, what, one season? One season, and we kind of waited it out. We waited it out.
This was overdue.
Yeah, it was overdue. Well overdue. So
This will be fine.
So what you see here is just some bruising in there. That's bruising because they were potted so closely. We're going to still pot that plant, and as it grow, we will cut that back as it grow, but we're going to pot it the size it is, like it is. That's not disease, that's just bruising. Okay? And the fellas and Kayla are over there trying to, they're getting one of the tins over. Yeah, y'all.
Because they moving it with their back instead of their knees. Y'all definitely need to use
What?
these.
There's a whole dolly. There's a whole dolly that you can put it on.
Did you hear what you said?
We halfway here now.
Keep struggling. Keep struggling again.
Why don't y'all just pick it up and carry it like me and
They might be.
You want to come lift this?
me and Vari carried one together.
Not with a whole bunch of motion.
How much did y'all put in there? Okay, y'all. So let's go over here. Let's go over here and see what they got in here, because I told them do not fill it up because the potatoes are going in there. So let's see what the gentleman
sticks out too a little bit more.
got in here.
But we got
Okay, so they got some pine sticks in there, which is good for the bottom. They got some manure in there, and they got the mulch.
And
Okay,
it's heavy. Look at this.
it's
You
heavy.
probably could get it like that.
Let's see. Come on. Get somebody get at the back.
Help mama with the front, dog. Look.
What you mean?
Cause look, dog, I ain't got no time to be going back to the ER.
Come on. 1, 2, 3.
Watch your feet.
Okay. 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 All right, you two. Hold on. We be back. We be back. It's going. You on. The aloe vera plants are getting a shower now that they are in their new homes. It's two little ones between there. You can't see from this angle, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then there's 3 others that one we plant in the flower bed, and then some people have taken them to have them in their rooms. So here we are, y'all, with the aloe vera. We have planted them out, and folks in the house have decided which ones they gonna take and put in their room, and then we have the ones that will be outside and in the high tunnel, because we do have another high tunnel that we have to put up since the wind blew our last one down. So these will be kept in there for the winter time, when it's winter. But for now, they're gonna find a happy home out here on Emperor and Empress homestead. And these are just some of the last ones that we are planting out. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, and leave us a comment. If we missed any information that we didn't provide to you here, let us know. We'll get back to you.